so, like, they barely mention TNA even existing.
Okay. Is it the 6-sided ring or the 8-sided ring? Do they still have that?
No, this would have been a long time after they got rid of that. This would have been, like, the sucky era of, Impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The era nobody remembers, except for, you know, a couple good guys they had, like Ethan Page and Josh Alexander.
Yeah.
And, of course, Kenny being the world champion for a bit. Alright, now let's mute. Welcome to Impact, live in Hamburg, Germany. We got a big event here tonight. Beginning it with El Hijo del Vikingo. Now, partner, this is big Impact. Officially live and ready for action. So now, partner, what do you have to say about Lucha Libre's finest, Vikingo?
I have really nothing to say about this man. I'm not really too familiar with him. But if anyone is a luchador, you can see a lot of good matches from them.
We know some great luchadors over from our partners at AEW, specifically Penta and Rey Fenix.
Yeah.
Almost forgot to introduce us, actually. I'm Bobby. The person you just heard is my commentary partner, Herb. And again, this is the first episode of the new era of Impact Wrestling. We are on our way to Impact Wars and on the road to our big event, Slammiversary, next month, and now out comes Trey Miguel of the Rascals. This is another guy that I think a lot of people aren't really familiar with, but who is really great. Miguel, a member of the Rascals, with Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier. As now he's ready for action here on Impact. We got 3 big matches tonight, partner, including Kenny Omega versus Moose in an I Quit match, a 6-man gauntlet for a shot at the X Division title, and the main event, a 8-man X Division title ladder match. And now, referee ringing the bell to start the match. Oh, Vikingo accidentally clotheslined the referee. Definitely not how you want to start a match. And grab a bell to start it. Miguel behind Vikingo. Now Vikingo gets out of that grapple, gets behind Miguel, got him in the same grapple. Miguel trying to escape. And now, Miguel having some troubles. Drags the arm of Vikingo, now gets him down in a grounded headlock. But Vikingo gonna try to get out of it, but Miguel turns it into a standing headlock. Vikingo tosses Miguel into the ropes, hops under, hops over. And now, super kick to Trey Miguel. And now, uses the legs for the moonsault, but missed. Punches there by Trey Miguel. And that forearm and a cover. 1, kick out. And now, springboard, moonsault connects to the back of Vikingo. Miguel now tosses Vikingo into the ropes. Drop kick. And now Miguel trying to head up top. Double, the leg drop there didn't work. Vikingo now on the apron, gonna look for something. Springboard. Hurricanrana! What a move there. And a boot there. Kick. Telling him to get up. Now tosses him into the ropes. Tried to grab him, but didn't work. That second toss, and Miguel stops him. Double miss, a drop kick and a kick. Didn't work. Now Vikingo rolled out of the way there. Grapple battle. Now Miguel right behind Vikingo. Gets elbowed in the face. Vikingo behind Miguel. Reverse DDT. Upper backbreaker. Now laying in the punches on top. A Trey Miguel the double axe handle. Now just standing on him. Double foot stomp. Miguel goes to the outside, but slides back in. Tosses Vikingo in the corner. Gets elbowed in the face, though. Vikingo now gets behind Miguel. Lifts him up. Slam there. And that kick to the head. Tried the double knee. Doesn't work. Miguel now. Uh-oh. Hurricanrana. Boot there. Now, in my opinion, these two guys are definitely future champions here in Impact. Miguel heads up top. Oh my! Tried a Starship Pain, didn't work there. Now Miguel tosses Vikingo into the ropes. Hurricanrana, but no powerbomb by Vikingo. Now Vikingo gonna look for some springboard of sorts. Springboard. Hurricanrana once again to Trey Miguel. Cover. One. Kick out by Miguel. And now, got him. Vikingo gonna end it. Now, partner, again, this is your first time seeing both of these men. What do you have to say about them? Miguel moves out of the way of that.
This has been a very good match so far.
Oh my, what a move there by Trey Miguel. Doing the split leg moonsault. Now, telling Vikingo to get up. Neck breaker off the middle rope. Oh, Miguel ain't done. Telling Vikingo to get up in the double knee. Off the top. 1, 2, 3. Trey Miguel picks up the victory. What a great opener here to Impact. Two guys, definitely future X Division or World Champions. Look at this. Oh, what a slam there. But the ending right here. Oh my. Don't know how anybody could kick out of that, but it looks like Vikingo couldn't. And Trey Miguel picks up the opening victory here on Impact. Great win, showing that he could be a big part of Impact through the coming years. We're back here for more action on Impact. And now, it's time for James Storm. Now, partner, the iconic member of the tag team, Beer Money, making his way out to the ring. A legend in Impact. As he's here to wrestle. Now, partner, I know you know about the team Beer Money. Him and Robert Roode. Back in the early days of Impact, those two ruled the tag division. But now, Storm is on his own. And it's not like he has some easy competition. He's got to deal with Manic. Now, I don't know a lot about Manic, partner.
Me either.
All I've heard was that he was good in the indies. And now he's here in Impact, battling easily one of the most iconic wrestlers in Impact in James Storm. But I think we could both agree Storm's gonna win this. Storm and Manic are ready. Match underway is now kicked there to the gut by Manic, and oh! Enziguri there doesn't work. Gets out of that, and what a kick to the head! Now springboard moonsault lands. Standing corkscrew. I mean, to Manic's favor, he is a lot younger and more agile than James Storm, so he's gonna beat him in that at least. And now James Storm not letting go. Manic with a little chop to the neck. The kicks there not working, and the punches and chops by James Storm. Super kick. Boot there. And now Storm staring at Manic, chops him. Punch there. Punch there, and now trading blows. Storm and Manic are. Oh my God. Block. Punch by Manic. Look at these two doing whatever they need to. And now, block punch by Storm. Oh, and those attacks by Manic and that kick to the gut, kick to the head. And another one. Manic, springboard, drop. Well, we completely missed that, but that kick, running kick to the head. A James Storm cover one. Kick out. Attacks there by James Storm. Lifts Manic up. Oh, DDT though by Manic. Now he slides to the outside. We're gonna get a little brawl here. Rolls Storm over. Now gets his arm yanked. Now James Storm gets tossed into the barrier by Manic in the kick there. Chop and punches by James Storm. In the elbow there to the face. James Storm still showing he has the ability to still be impactful in an Impact ring, in that double knee to the face. And now Storm tosses Manic into the ring. Cover. 1, 2, kick out. Manic still alive in this match. Super kick by James Storm. 1, 2, 3. James Storm picks up the victory.
Here is your winner, James Storm.
Storm showing why he's still one of the best in TNA history. In Impact history, I should say. As that's a big win for James Storm. Still showing he's on top of TNA Impact thingy. Now, oh, look who it is. It is Colton Gunn. One half of your AEW World Tag Team Champions. And the son of Billy Gunn. It's like Colton speaking some crap. That's Josh Alexander. Oh my God, Colton Gunn just challenged Josh Alexander to an ambulance match! Wait, are we getting a match right now? I don't know why the ref's holding up the tag title. But we just had a match announced. And now clothesline there by Josh Alexander. Partner, I'm so confused right now.
Me too.
We have an ambulance match announced for our event, Impact Wars. 2 weeks away from Saturday. And now we got a match between Josh Alexander and Colton Gunn. And this is grapple battle right now between the two. Colton got Alexander in the corner. Referee gonna look to break him up. He fully gets it there. Boot to the gut by Josh Alexander. Now, partner, I know you're familiar with Colton Gunn.
I kinda am.
In the knee there. Colton, one of the sons of Billy Gunn, one half of the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Josh Alexander, a great member here in Impact, member of the North with Ethan Page. So now I actually heard that Alexander wants to take the AEW tag titles from Colton in Austin. And now, oh my, what a move there by Colton Gunn in a cover on Josh Alexander. One. No, kick out by Alexander. Gunn with the boot to the head, boot to the arm doesn't work there. Grapple there doesn't work, and now Gunn. DDT, no, punches to the gut by Josh Alexander. Now, tried to run there, doesn't work, kick to the head. And now, knee to the gut by Colton. Now Colton, boot to the gut, doesn't work there. Spins around, and now, slam there. Alexander gets up though, but Colton got him in a fireman carry slam and sends him head first into that top turnbuckle pad. Alexander's bleeding. But Alexander with the boot to the gut there. Uh-oh. Exploder! Boot to the arm. Lifts up Colton. Elbow to the gut though. Punch, block, punch by Josh Alexander. Oh my, the flapjack suplex. Colton gets up and boots Alexander in the gut. Boots him in the gut again. And now, neck breaker. And this is not a title match. I don't know why the ref held up one half of the tag titles like, oh, if you win, you get to team up with Austin and be champion. But now, sleeper hold in. What a stunner by Alexander. Punch, block, boot to the gut. Colton now gonna go with a suplex, but uh-oh, Josh Alexander gonna get out of it. Clothesline to the back of the knee. Look at the blood on Josh Alexander, partner. Punch to the arm, and now he's trying to snap it. Side suplex. Look at this, partner. You can see the blood all over his face. And now we got Colton's submission. But Colton's gonna get free. Punch, block, punch by Alexander. Now, pile driver. Wait, Josh Alexander isn't done. I thought it'd be done after the pile driver. Try something, but gets booted in the gut. Famous serve by Colton. One, two, three. Colton Gunn wins. We're one episode in, and we already have something brewing. And we already have blood on the mat. There probably will be blood, not only in that gauntlet, but in that main event ladder match for the X Division title. What? Now it's Penta. Now, partner, we do know Penta really well. An amazing member of All Elite Wrestling, but why is he out here in the ring? What? That's one out for the tag champions, Chris Sabin! Sabin out with the belt, arguing with Penta. Wait. Partner? Did we just get confirmation of a TLC match between Penta and Sabin? Oh, hold on. Oh my god! Penta laying in the attacks on Chris Sabin. We got a brawl in our hands, partner. Penta into the ropes. Flips over Sabin, his back landing. And there, and oh my! Penta doesn't want to match with Chris Sabin. He wants to beat the hell out of Chris Sabin. Now, forearm there by Sabin, right there in the corner. We need security out here or something. Now, what a suplex there by Sabin. His back hit that title, the tag title, where he shares it with Alex Shelley. Now Penta goes to the outside. Sabin going to join him. Kick there by Penta. Boot to the gut by Sabin. Boot to the gut. DDT by Chris Sabin. Now laying in punches to Penta. And a boot to the gut. Another boot there and a kick. Partner, this brawl is getting out of hand. Sabin, no! Double foot stomp by Penta, moves out of the way. Penta now tosses Sabin back into the ring. I don't think these two men are ever going to stop. Penta gets Sabin in the corner, gets elbowed in the face though by Chris Sabin. Sabin now gets behind Penta. Forearm to the back. Double axe handle to the back. Now boot to the arm. Sabin. Submission lock in on Penta. Penta trying to get out of it. Oh, and he does with those punches. And now Penta, springboard, drop kick to the back of Chris Sabin. Now he's gonna set Sabin up. Puts him up on one knee. Super kick. Penta now grabs Sabin. Tosses him into the ropes. No, Penta gets tossed in the corner by Sabin. Oh, submission locked in again. Penta rolls Sabin over. And now Penta picks up Sabin, slams him down on the mat. Penta now, sling blade. Lifts up Sabin, kicks him in the gut, in the chest, I should say. Penta heading up top, telling Sabin to get up. Hurricanrana, no. Sit out, powerbomb by Chris Sabin. Now Sabin pointing right there at Penta. Running in that knee to the face. Sabin ready to end it. Got the arm, but no. Forearm to the face by Penta. Springboard, crossbody. Now Penta tossing the glove. It's never good when you see him toss that glove. Penta trying to snap the arm of Sabin. Lifts Sabin up. But a face buster by Chris Sabin. Springboard. DDT. Super kick to the face by Chris Sabin. Now Sabin taunting there. He's gonna try to clothesline Penta out of the ring, but Penta with the leg sweep. Gets elbowed in the gut though. Sabin punch there. Another one. Chop. Super kick. Sabin now. Ready to end it. Penta catches the foot though. Turns Sabin around with that super kick. Sabin rolls to the corner. Not a good idea versus Penta. Penta takes him out of the corner. Knee there. Uh-oh. Panama Sunrise. And now, Mexican Destroyer! Sabin's bleeding! Penta just laid a beating on the champ! Alright, partner, now we're gonna get a match that we actually know about, and not a beat-up. It's time for an I Quit match. And first is your fake TNA World Champion, Moose.
Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in.
Now, partner, we're both a little bit familiar with Moose.
Wrestling heavyweight champion,
But he's been walking around calling himself the TNA Impact Champion, even though we removed the TNA part of our name almost over a decade ago. Or actually, no, a couple of years ago, I should say.
You should say.
But now, Moose is not the real champion again. Rich Swann is. And Moose wants to bring Impact back to the TNA glory days. Which is why he made that title. Which is why he's going around saying he's the champion. But a win here will get him a title match at Impact Wars. But he has to take on the best bout machine, the cleaner, Kenny Omega. Now, partner, there's a lot of things we could say about Kenny, but the one I'd say is greatness.
and his opponent, weighing in at 228 pounds, Kenny Omega.
So now Kenny's making his way down to the ring. As again, we're ready for this match. I Quit match. The only way to win is by making your opponent say, I quit. Partner, I think we can both agree, if anybody's walking out of here tonight, it's Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Omega has had experience in AEW in New Japan. And he will make sure anybody can say that they quit with any force possible.
Can't wait to see what Kenny Omega does in this match.
I can't wait to see what Moose does. Match underway. Both men walking around, trying to get hyped up. Now, clothesline there by Moose to start it. Springboard moonsault! That shows why Moose isn't like other tall men. Moose will risk his body in air and that kick to the head from the top rope and the boot to the knee. Boots the arm, and now, uh-oh, got Kenny in a submission lock. Oh my! Trying to make Kenny quit already. You could hear Kenny say, no way. And now, kicking the side of the cleaner. Boots him in the face. But Kenny shoves him away. Big boot there by Moose. Now Moose turns Kenny around, forearm to the back, but he gets booted in the gut. Kenny turns Moose around, chop their block, boot to the gut by Moose. Oh no! Kenny with a little bit of a famous in there, and that moonsault right on the Moose. Now, knee to the face, doesn't work. Punch to the gut there by Moose, kick to the chest, chop. Now, oh, what a slap. Asking Kenny if he would quit, but Kenny says no. Punch there. Forearms, actually. And now, Moose grabs Kenny, tosses him into the rope. Spear! Kenny getting up, though. Moose flips Kenny over. Gets him on one knee. Punch, but Kenny rolls out of the way. Oh, the knee there by Omega. Boot to the arm. Now Kenny pointing the finger gun. Waits for Moose to get up. Slap to the face. Uh-oh. Time for some more trading blow action. Now, partner, Kenny has a good advantage. He's from Canada. Hockey land. And the punch is there by Kenny. Chop there. Chop. Or more like a slap by Moose. Chop by Kenny. Moose telling Kenny to bring it at a big chop there. Oh my. And now, hockey fight. Punches being flown. Now both men a little distraught. And now, Moose. Body slam to Kenny Omega. He rolls to the outside with Kenny. Moose now walking around. Kenny trying to regain focus. Moose gonna look for a weapon. Moose got a kendo stick. Kenny gets hit in the head. Kenny moves out of that second kendo stick shot. Gets behind Moose. Uh-oh. Moose might be in some trouble. One-winged angel. He picks Moose up. And now gets behind him. Poison Rana. Oh my, Moose's foot and head landed on the apron a bit. Referee asking Moose, if he's gonna quit.
Yes, I quit.
Moose quits! Omega is getting an Impact World title shot at Impact Wars.
Here is your winner.
What a win for Kenny Omega. Look at the bruises on his face. But now Kenny getting a world title shot at Impact Wars in the main event versus Rich Swann. Now, partner, the following contest is a gauntlet match.
Is a gauntlet match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, or disqualification. The match continues until one superstar remains. And that superstar will be declared the winner!
As now, we know how a gauntlet works. Who's entrant number 1? Well, partner, we gotta start, 'cause it's Brian Myers.
Queens, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds. Brian,
One of the indie legends of the world. Ready to start off this gauntlet match. As the winner of the gauntlet will go on and get a X Division title shot at Impact Wars. Now, partner, we know one of our starting men. Who's going to be the other in this gauntlet match? Oh, yes! The Natural! Dustin Rhodes!
Weighing in at 233 pounds.
Now, partner, we know this man well. We got two veterans of the business. The Natural, Dustin Rhodes, and the System, Brian Myers. Six-man gauntlet. Underway now. Super kick to the gut by Brian Myers to start it. Already going for a pin. One. Kick out by Dustin. Myers, uh-oh. Heads to the top. The split leg moonsault doesn't work. Punch to the back, though. And tosses Myers into the corner. Clothesline there. Springboard moonsault by Dustin. Cover. One. Kick out, though. Dustin Rhodes, the brother to AEW's TNT champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Which is announced next week. Cody will actually be competing here on Impact. And that clothesline there to Brian Myers. And now both men on the outside. Myers in pain. Dustin running over. Remember, disqualification is on. So there is no weapons allowed. Clothesline there. Also, you cannot eliminate somebody by count out. Moonsault, no! Tried to moonsault off the apron, but Myers got the knees up. Now Myers got the arm of Dustin, but Dustin with the forearm to the face, punch to the back, boot to the gut, and the uppercut there. Tosses Myers into the ring. Uh-oh. Telling him to bring it. Gets punched in the face, though. Another punch there by Myers, and a third knocks Dustin out of the ring. And now, Dustin gonna go through the bottom rope. Springboard, forearm. Cover by Dustin. One, kick out. Now, partner, do you think one of these two starting men will win this gauntlet match? Kick to the back there by Brian Myers. Uh-oh, split leg. Moonsault connects. Cover. One. No, kick out before the count of anything by Dustin. Rolling to the outside. Myers. Uh-oh. Jumping clothesline off the top rope. Punch there now, but gets kicked in the head by Dustin. What a jumping forearm. Now tosses. Toss Myers near a ring announcer. Facebuster there by Dustin. Chop there doesn't work. Myers now lifts up Dustin. Slams him down on the outside. And now, Myers got the arm. Uh-oh. Gonna slam Dustin. That's gotta be it for the Natural. That has to be it for the Natural. Myers going for the pin. No! Kick out before the count of anything by Dustin once again. Myers now. Gonna go with that split leg. Moonsault connects to the back of Dustin. Boot there, but Dustin rolls out of the way. Clothesline! Twist Dustin all around. Now that has to be it. One, two. No! Dustin still staying alive. Boot there, but Dustin moves out of the way. Clothesline, no. Punches there by Brian Myers. Facebuster. Remember, no new participants until somebody's eliminated. That top rope leg drop does not work for Myers. Punch there by Dustin. And now Dustin Rhodes tosses Myers into the corner. Turns him around. Elbow to the face, though. Myers. Fireman carry. Airplane spin. Slams him. And now, face buster by Dustin. Oh my. That's gotta be it for Myers. 1, 2, 3. One man down. 5 more to go. And oh my, if it isn't Scorpio Sky of SoCal Uncensored SCU. Match underway, slap to the face there by Dustin. Springboard moonsault, but Scorpio got the knees up. Now Scorpio forearm to the face. Scorpio with the reversal and another forearm to the face of Dustin. Runs into our female referee, runs into her again. Scorpio now springboard, moonsault connects. Cover. 1, 2, no. Dustin kicks out. Boot to the arm. Scorpio Sky rolls Dustin over, and drop kick to the back. Now Scorpio ready. Double knee to the face of Dustin Rhodes. Tried that elbow, doesn't work. Dustin now heads up to the middle rope for that forearm. Cover on Scorpio Sky. 1, kick out. Boot to the back, and now laying in the punches to the side of the head of Scorpio Sky and slams his face down. Now Dustin tosses Sky into the ropes. No, not the orange punch, the jumping forearm. Although it does look similar to the orange punch, I will say. Dustin slams Scorpio's head into that top turnbuckle. Scorpio Sky's bleeding, tries to lift him up, but reverse DDT by Scorpio Sky. Zooming in so we could see that blood. Now Scorpio Sky got the arm, but the forearm there. And another punch by Dustin. Elbow to the face by Scorpio Sky. Bleeding from the nose he is. Might have broke it. And that crossbody there by Scorpio Sky. Gets kicked in the head by Dustin. The natural. Gets grabbed from behind. Side suplex. Oh my. Dustin rolls to the outside, and now he goes back in through the bottom rope. Lifts him up, but no. Reverse DDT by the natural. Dustin looking to get past another guy, but gets elbowed in the face. Punch there, block, punch by Dustin. Dustin tosses him into the ropes. Uppercut to the throat. But now gets shoved away by the feet of Scorpio Sky. Punch there. And once again we're trading blows. Block, punch there by Dustin. Just watch him go. And now Dustin got the arm. Clothesline to Scorpio Sky. On the forearms there. And now Dustin gotta lift them up. Suplex. No. Scorpio Sky gets out of it. Gets behind Dustin, but Dustin boot to the back of the knee. And now Dustin springboard drop kick to Scorpio Sky. Boot there, but Sky moves out of the way. Clothesline. Elbow. Now gets tossed into the corner. Moves out of the way, lets Dustin's head go into the top turnbuckle, boot to the face, and now springboard knee by Scorpio Sky. 1, 2, 3, another elimination. Who's next? Darby Allin. one of the most extreme men in All Elite Wrestling, coming in to battle Scorpio Sky. Now, this round's underway. Darby tosses Scorpio into the ropes, tried to grab him, didn't work, and now Darby got Scorpio against the corner. Darby running, now runs back to it. Back splash. Rolls. Oh, double foot stomp in the corner to Scorpio Sky and tosses him out of it. Cover already. 1, 2, almost 3. Now Darby heads to the apron, telling Scorpio Sky to get up. Now Darby sends himself in, but that attack doesn't work. Now Scorpio picks up Darby Allin. Oh, gets tossed into the over the top rope by Darby. Punch there, block, punch by Scorpio Sky. Sends himself into the ring. Now Scorpio gonna toss Darby into the ropes. Tries to, oh, backbreaker to Darby, neck breaker 2. Cover, 1, 2, kick out by Darby Allin. Boot to the back. Boot to the face of Scorpio Sky by Darby Allin, though. Now Darby, oh, gets grabbed from behind. German slam by Scorpio Sky. Rolls Darby over. And now springboard. Moonsault to the back. Boot to the back now. Does get booted in the face by Allin, though. Darby again gets grabbed from behind, but 3 elbows to the gut, stopping Scorpio Sky, and now springboard. Oh, the crossbody didn't work, and now drop kick to Darby, sending his face into the bottom rope. Chop, punch to the gut, super kick. Boot there, but Darby rolled out of the way. Knee there by Scorpio Sky. But kick to the top of the dome by Darby Allin. Darby now. DDT, no. Punches to the gut by Scorpio Sky. Lifts Darby up. Sends him head first into that top rope. Oh, Darby gets up. He's upset. Tosses Scorpio into the corner. Boot to the gut. Now Darby trying to shoving his boot into Scorpio's chest, but Scorpio gets it and knocks it under his feet. And now Darby getting up, Scorpio springboard crossbody connects. Going for a pin. 1, 2, kick out again by Darby Allin. Super kick by Scorpio Sky. Now grabs the arm, but Darby forearm to the face. Oh, goes right after the knee, flipping Scorpio Sky. Now Darby Allin dragging Scorpio Sky. Slams him head first into the corner. Darby running away. Now Darby running towards him. Backsplash. Rolls now. Goes up to the middle rope and the double foot stomp. Once again to Scorpio Sky. Darby runs into the ropes. Now, heads up to the middle rope, coffin drop! Darby ain't done, though. He's gonna look for one more. Coffin drop, but Sky moves out of the way. Now Scorpio Sky with the fireman carry cutter. That's gotta be it. I'm sorry, Darby, but that might be your night. 1, 2, 3. Scorpio Sky survives another man. Uh-oh. Now representing the Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens. We have one more entrant after Bowens on that clothesline there by Scorpio Sky. Now Sky gonna go springboard. Moonsault barely misses. Now punch there. Bowens boot to the gut, but Sky catches it. Turns Bowens around. Super kick to the head. Now, attacks the back of the leg of Anthony Bowens. Rolls it over. Trying to snap the leg of Bowens. And now elbows the inner part of it. Boot there doesn't work. Bowens gets hit with that uppercut. Trying to go for a shoulder tackle, but gets laid out with that uppercut. He attacks there by Scorpio Sky. Heads to the apron, telling Bowens to get up. And he might look for that springboard knee. And now springboard moonsault connects. One. Kick out by Bowens, though. Uh-oh, Scorpio Sky. Death Triangle locked in. But Bowens gonna get out of it. Uh-oh. Powerbomb. Bowens in pain. I bet I'd be too. Discus forearm. And now Anthony Bowens gets behind Scorpio Sky. German suplex. Now runs into the ropes. Bowens, knee, but Sky moves out of the way. Bowens lifts up Sky. Uh-oh, he's gonna slam him onto his knee. Now Bowens the jumping clothesline there. Anthony trying to bring home a title to the Acclaimed. Him and Max Caster are trying to become tag champions, but maybe Bowens here at Impact can have a solo career in that jumping clothesline there. And now Bowens could be ready to end it. Neckbreaker. Kip up by Sky though. Bowens gets hit with that punch. Now, forearm by Scorpio Sky. Uh-oh. Sends himself out. DDT on the apron. Oh, my God. Bowens might be dead. Boot there now kicking the side of Anthony Bowens. Boots him in the face. Does it again. Now, Bowens gets tossed into the steps. Now, the toss there doesn't work. Bowens gun around. Tornado DDT. No. Punches to the gut by Scorpio Sky. Dragging Bowens and tosses him back into the ring. Bowens lands. Boot to the gut. Chop. Discus forearm. Bowens there taunting. Doing the scissors. Jumping clothesline with the uppercut. Scorpio Sky tosses Bowens into the ropes. Lifts him up. Sends him down with that cutter. 1, 2, 3. 1 man left. Who will it be? Oh my God. It's Brian Cage, the former FTW champion. Running down to the ring. Cage wants to become the new X Division champion, and now he tosses Sky into the ropes, hops under, and now we got 2 AEW guys. German there doesn't work. Sky now. Side suplex to Brian Cage. But Cage gets up first. You can tell Sky in trouble with that wear and tear. He has eliminated 3 people in the chop there by Brian Cage. German suplex. Sent Sky flipping. And again, this night ain't over. We still have our main event up next. 8-man ladder match to decide who the X Division champion is. Now Cage just taunting at Scorpio Sky. Try to drag him, but the elbows to the gut by Scorpio Sky gets out of it. Boot to the gut. Cutter. Uh-oh. Submission hold locked in, but rope break. Scorpio Sky now. Frog splash off the middle rope. Cover. 1, 2. Kick out by Cage, though. Turns Cage over. Rolls him over again, and now drop kick to the back. Cage gets up. Springboard. Crossbody by Scorpio Sky. Now hops over the top rope. Now sends himself in with that leg drop. Scorpio Sky gets booted in the face by Cage, though. Cage, again, upset that he lost his FTW title after one night to Matt Hardy. Now, punch or forearm to the face. Slam there to Scorpio Sky. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Brian Cage has won the gauntlet. He is going to Impact Wars. He has got an FTW title shot. I mean, X Division title shot. What a hell of a gauntlet. 6 men tried hard, but Cage got lucky and got that final spot and took down a worn out Scorpio Sky for the win. Congrats to Brian Cage. Now, partner, this is our main event. 8 men, ladder match, X Division title on the line.
Impact Wrestling Extreme Championship.
As now, coming out first, representing one half of the Impact Tag Team Champions. It is Alex Shelley.
Representing the Motor City Machine Guns from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Now, we know a lot about Alex Shelley, one of the greatest tag team, one half of one of the greatest tag teams in Impact, one of the longest tag teams in Impact, a former X Division champion himself. Shelley now trying to look to take home the X Division title too. That's 1 man. Still 7 more, including our champion TJP last, who we'll talk about more during his entrance. And now, it is Sabu, one of the most iconic hardcore men. He's gonna make his way out to the ring. There's a lot you could say about Sabu, but all I have to say is greatness. And now, it is time for Angelico. One part of Angelico and Jack Evans. A great tag team. But now Angelico gonna try and walk out of here X Division champion. And again, champion will have to fight Brian Cage in just a few weeks. And actually, something about the X Division title. If you successfully defend the X Division title 3 times, you can cash it in for a world title match. So there is a lot of talks about how important the X Division title is. As now, Christopher Daniels of SCU.
From Los Angeles, California, weighing in at
A legend here in Impact. A legend in the X division. Just like Shelly, he has history with that belt hanging high above the ring. Here is the big thing, though. Sabin, a part of SoCal Uncensored, SCU. We saw Kazarian, not Kazarian, that's another member. We saw Scorpio Sky come so close to walking out victorious with the belt. He was just too short, though. So you gotta wonder how Daniels is feeling about that. Especially if he wins it, he has to fight Brian Cage. But now coming out is Zachary Wentz, member of the Rascals. Now, we saw Trey Miguel earlier tonight, another member of the Rascals. He came out so close to the victory. Or no, Miguel did win versus Vikingo. Now, Wentz looking to bring a title to the Rascals. In fact, one of the titles they're wanting to take has one of their champions fighting tonight. They want to take the tag titles away from the Motor City Machine Guns. And Shelly is in this match, so it is possible. Except they won't get the titles if they win. It's now coming out. I present to y'all Rey Fenix. Member of the Lucha Bros and Death Triangle. Phoenix looking to bring home the X Division title to the Death Triangle. The Impact Zone is happy. Because again here, this is your main event. And we are so close to starting this match. It is now time for Luchasaurus. If you want a big man, you got him right here with Luchasaurus. One half. A Jungle Express with Jungle Boy. He's looking to become X Division champion. And maybe even world champion in the future. And he has a case. Luchasaurus is big, strong, bad, and powerful. Now, here comes the champion TJP. TJ Perkins, your X Division champion. This is his first defense, and with the amount of men and it being a ladder match, it could be his only. Don't know why I decided to pick this for his first title defense. But hey, it means we're going to have an instant classic here on Impact. Thanks to TJP. There it is, the Impact X Division Championship, hanging over the ring. 8 men, only one can climb up, match underway. Sabu goes to the outside, and Helico gets tossed to the outside by Shelly. Shelly now going after Sabu, tosses him into the ladder. Moonsault there by TJP doesn't work, and Helico tosses Rey Fenix to the outside, only Luchasaurus and TJP are in the ring as the powerbomb Hurricanrana. Drop kick by Sabu to Christopher Daniels, and Luchasaurus hits Sabu over the head with that chair. And now Poison Rana on the outside by TJP. TJP now tosses Shelly into the steps in the clothesline by Daniels. And now double Russian leg sweep to Sabu by Angelico and Luchasaurus. This is chaos. The kick there to Zachary Wentz doesn't work. Oh, Inzaguri. Now, it looks like Shelly's gonna grab a ladder. Wentz sees it and a clothesline. TJP now going after Wentz. Grapple battle between the two. And now, reverse DDT. The chair shot there by Angelico. Luchasaurus upset, going around. Tilt-a-wall drag. And now 2 ladders in the ring. Sabu alone in the ring with the ladders, I should say. TJP, Hurricanrana on the outside to Zachary Wentz. Daniels going after Shelly. TJP sees Sabu trying to grab his championship and pushes the ladder now. Boot to the gut by Daniels. Now Daniels gets hit with a spinning kick to the gut. Roll up on the outside by Rey Fenix to Angelico. Sabu behind. Daniels boot to the gut. Flip there by Daniels in the knee. Wentz now in the ring. Oh, Shelly set up a ladder bridge. Luchasaurus following Shelly. Wentz gets hit with that drop kick to the knee by Sabu. Oh, chair shot. It kind of hit Shelly. And now Sabu yanks the arm and a leg drop on it. But now Shelly going after Sabu. Tosses him in the corner. Oh, what a slam there by Luchasaurus. Rey Fenix hit the steel steps, but Fenix gets up, gets sent down. Boot to the leg. TJP now gonna try and test his luck, but he says no. Uh-oh. Shelly gets tossed on the ladder bridge. But now, Hurricanrana doesn't work. Reverse powerbomb by Sabu. And Helico is gonna try something, but didn't fully try it. Brawl on the outside. We got 4 men in the ring, 4 on the outside. Daniels gets tossed onto the apron. Boot to the gut there by Wentz, and Angelico helps take down Sabu. Springboard moonsault. No! Lands on Angelico. And now, suplex. Oh, Shelly landed on the ladder, and so did Wentz. Rey Fenix got Shelly against the ropes, and Angelico gets tossed to the outside. Rey Fenix choking Shelly against that top rope. Luchasaurus just hitting people with the ladder on the outside. Shelly gets sent over the top rope. Super kick there by Fenix doesn't work. And now, Wentz, cutter to Rey Fenix. Daniels trying to kendo stick on TJP, doesn't work. TJP tosses him in. And now, Wentz gets tossed to the outside. What a reversal there by Angelico. Now, Fenix into the ropes. Backbreaker by Daniels. Slams him down. Kick to the head of Angelico by TJP. Clothesline there doesn't work. Now, oh, arm drag there from the middle rope. And a drop kick to Daniels. Oh my god, what the hell? Shelly, why would you do that? You just did a springboard moonsault with nobody there. And now you're busted open because you hit your face on the ladder. Reverse DDT slam by TJP. And now Sabu tosses Shelly over the top rope onto the ladder. Reverse DDT elbow by TJP. Shelly's just out on that ladder. Wheelbarrow leg lock by TJP on the Luchasaurus. Sabu just watching. Boot to the face by Angelico. Oh, what a move there by Rey Fenix. Super kick blocked there. Angelico now arm drag. Now, single leg drop kick there doesn't work. That suplex on the outside by Shelly. Sabu. Uh-oh, dives to the outside. Lands right on the champ. And now Luchasaurus climbing up the ladder. Sabu gets into the ring though. Sabu climbing up top. And now punching Luchasaurus. TJP trying to pull down Sabu. Does it. Luchasaurus gets down. The ring's filling up. Shelly got tossed against the ladder. Sabu gets tossed on the ladder bridge. TJP trying to climb up and regain his title. Oh, but he gets shoved down by Angelico. And he attacks there by Rey Fenix to Angelico. Rolls him over. And now, drop kick to the face. Kick there to the knee. Chop. Phoenix going right after the champ, and the poison rana barely missed the ladder. This is chaos. Now, the bloody Shelly knocks Rey Fenix down. Oh my god, a double miss there. And now Daniels goes past us with the steps. And now tries to, and he hits Shelly with it. And then Angelico now going after him. And that suplex there by Sabu to Luchasaurus. I just saw a kendo stick get flown by Rey Fenix. Luchasaurus, elbow to the face by Sabu doesn't work. It's a brawl here. Boot to the knee to the face. TJP knocks Shelly to the outside. Luchasaurus knocks Sabu to the outside. Kicks there. TJP gets back into the ring. Boot to the gut there. Now Rey Fenix. Suplex. No. Luchasaurus. Clothesline to the back of the knee. And Angelico trying to go after Zachary Wentz. Uh-oh. Russian leg sweep by Sabu to Daniels on the outside. TJP trying to regain his title. He's close. But the ladder gets pushed down. Nobody's going to grab him. TJP is still your X Division champion. What a main event. An awesome ladder match. And TJP, in pain, is walking out your X Division champion. That's one successful offense. 2 more, and he can cash it in for a title shot. Holy hell. And that's gonna do it for Impact Episode 1. Tune in next Tuesday for Impact Episode 2. Tune in tomorrow for Dynamite. And tune in earlier to watch Dark. And of course, watch Impact Wars. 2 weeks from Saturday. And we'll see you all next time. Deuces. Ooses.
Ooses.
And good night from the Impact Zone in Germany.